Good morning, children. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. My name is Sanmesh, and today we are discussing Class 6th Physics assignment, which was provided to you on 25th of June. This assignment is based on the topic electricity and circuits. Let us start. So, the first question is two cells can be joined in two ways in series and parallel. Okay. So, what do you mean by these two ways? In which way the cells are joined in a torch? So they are saying that there are two ways in which we can connect two cells. So let us see what are those two ways. First way is the series way, in which the positive terminal of first or one cell is connected to the negative terminal of the another cell. As you can see, the positive terminal of this cell is connected to the negative terminal of this cell. Such an combination or such an arrangement is called as series combination or series arrangement. Whereas if the positive terminal of first cell is connected to the positive terminal of another cell and negative terminal of first cell is connected to the negative terminal of another cell, such an combination or arrangement is known as parallel arrangement or parallel combination. As we can see, with the help of connecting wires, I have connected the positive terminal of my first cell to the positive terminal of my another cell and negative terminal of first cell to the negative terminal of the another cell. So such an arrangement is called as parallel combination. So let us write the answers. So in series combination, the positive terminal of a cell is joined to the negative terminal of other cell. Positive terminal of one connected to the negative terminal of other. Such an arrangement is called as series combination. Whereas in parallel, the positive terminal of a cell is joined to positive terminal of another cell. Positive to positive, whereas negative terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of another cell. So positive to positive, negative to negative, such an arrangement is called as parallel arrangement or parallel combination. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to our next question. Question number 2. How do we connect wires to the electric cell? How do we connect wires to the electric cell? So two separate wires are connected to the two terminals of the cell as shown below. For example, I have taken here a diagram of a cell. Okay. Now we know that cell has two terminals. One is positive and another one is negative. So the connecting wire should be connected to these two terminals, positive terminals and negative terminals. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. Again, question number 3 is how bulb is connected to the wires. In the previous question, we asked how cell is connected to the wires. In this question, we'll explain how bulb is connected to the wires. Again, bulb also has two terminals. Okay, so we can stick the wires to the bulb at the two terminals by the tape. Either we can use tape to stick the wires on both the terminals of the bulb, or else we can use soldering machine. Now, what does this soldering machine do? It uses like molten metal or sticky metal to just make the connection to both the ends. Okay, so when we heat the metal, it melts. So using that melted metal, we can make the connection of the wires to both the terminals of the bulb. So either we can use the sticky tapes or we can use soldering machine to make the connections. And this is the diagram. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to our next question. Question number 4. Now, just now we saw how cell is connected to two terminals or two wires, how bulb is connected. Now let us combine both. Let us connect the circuit. So question number 4 is how electric bulb is connected to cell. Show the diagram. So I have taken an electric cell, okay, and I have taken an electric bulb. I have made connection to my cell at positive and negative terminal. Also, I have connected two wires to both the terminals of my bulb. And both the connections I am making at this particular point, as you can see. At this particular point, I am joining both the connections. That means one terminal of the bulb is connected to the positive terminal of the cell, whereas other terminal of the bulb is connected to the negative terminal of the cell. And this is how the circuit becomes complete and the current starts flowing. The current, it starts flowing when the circuit is complete and the bulb will glow. I hope the point is clear to you all. Let us proceed further to our next question. Okay, question number 5. What is electric circuit? Again, I repeat my question. What is electric circuit? Now, basically, electric circuit is a path along which the current moves. Okay, it is a path provided for the current to move. So the answer to this question, a perfect answer to this question is path from one terminal of the electric cell to the other terminal of the electric cell through wires to and from the electric bulb is called as electric circuit. Just let us go back to our previous diagram for a second. As we can see, here I am providing a path from one terminal of my electric cell to the other terminal through my electric bulb, So this acts like this is a complete circuit. So there is a path provided to an electric current to move along the circuit. So we can call this as an electric circuit. Yes, so that is what I have written. The path from one terminal of the electric cell to the other terminal of the electric cell, that means positive to negative, through wires, because we use wires for the connection, to and from the electric bulb is called electric cell. Because one terminal of the cell is connected to positive terminal of the bulb. One terminal of the bulb is connected to the positive terminal of the cell, and another terminal of the bulb is connected to the negative terminal of the cell. That's how the entire circuit is complete, and we give path for an electric current to flow. I hope the definition of electric circuit is clear. Let us proceed further to our next question. Question number 6. What is the direction of the current in the electric circuit? Again, I repeat my question. What is the direction of the current in my electric circuit? Now, always direction of current is taken as from positive terminal of the cell to negative terminal. So we always take the direction of current from positive terminal round the way to the negative terminal. So in an electric circuit, the direction of the current is taken to be from the positive terminal to the negative terminal of the electric cell. That's why we say that the current flows from positive to negative terminal. Positive to negative. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to our next question. Question number 7. Sometimes an electric bulb does not glow. What could be the reason? Again, I repeat my question. Sometimes an electric bulb does not glow. What could be the reason? Now, usually, if there is a connection problem, that means if the wires are not connected properly, if the connection is not proper, then the bulb does not glow. So that is what I have written here. The wires are not connected with the bulb holder properly. So that can be one of the reasons. Another reason which I have not mentioned here, but that can also be the possibility. Now inside the bulb, we have a filament. Let us draw a simple bulb here. It is a thin wire which you can observe inside a bulb. Now the current usually passes through this filament. Now what will happen is this filament will get heated up and it starts glowing. That's how we get light from the bulb. Now if the temperature is very high, sometimes what will happen is due to overuse, the filament, it starts melting and it breaks. So we say that the bulb is fused. If the filament breaks, we say that the bulb is fused, and under that condition also, the bulb would stop working. So that can be the another reason. You can also include that in your answers. Okay. So I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to our last question. What are the minimum components needed for an electric circuit to do useful work? That means the question is, what are the important components of an electric circuit? Now the important components of the electric circuit are, the first one is the electric cell. Let us write electric cell. The second one is load. Now what do you mean by load? Load is an electrical appliance, any electrical appliance which consumes current from your circuit, which uses current from your circuit. So we need electric cell, we need load. Also to connect electric cell to a load, we need wires. We need conducting wires. Also, we don't usually directly connect load to an electric cell. We use switch to connect. Okay. Always there is a switch in an electric circuit. In our day-to-day life, we use like many switches, okay, to switch on the fan or a tube light. So we also use switch. So these are the important essential components of an electric circuit. One is the electric cell, which provides electrical energy or which provides us current. Another one is the load, which consumes that current, which uses that current. Next one is the wire, which is used for the connection purpose. And the last one is switch. Now switch is used to switch on or switch off the circuit. So minimum components needed for an electrical circuit are power supply, a load suited to a power supply, and wiring as a conductor. Now switch controls the current flow in a circuit. So if we want to switch off the circuit, we can do it with the help of a switch. Now it's fine. Okay. I hope everything is clear. All the concepts are clear to you all. Thank you. Thank you so much.